Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at a Rakdos Outlaws deck, because I don't think I've really done that except for like in the early access stuff. And I wanted to make a version that was very focused on Outlaws, and oddly, when I was looking around, I found this list from Hisamoto Takashi that actually was pretty cool. I only made a couple of small changes because I wanted to try out a couple of cards here, but I think you're going to be pretty surprised by a couple of these choices. But going down the list, we did end up playing some cut down in here because it's actually just really useful, and obviously the early aggro decks, you want to be able to deal with stuff. A couple of duresses, and I think this is actually pretty good for some of the mid-rangey decks. Some Tiny Bones joins up because, of course, you're going to have all those other legends. Of course, we're going to try a couple of regular Tiny Bones. These were not in the original list, but something I wanted to try out and see, with all the removal we had, if we could take advantage of it. Some Go for the Throat, speaking of removal. Vadmir, New Blood. I don't know if this card is particularly great because it just kind of gets big over time, but if it even just survives a couple of turn cycles, then you have a lifelink creature, which is pretty sweet. Notice though that it doesn't have any Deep Cavern Bats in here, and I think they're still really good and probably worth playing, but you know, we're gonna see what happens. Have a couple of Abrades to deal with the artifact decks and give you some extra removal against like mono red and stuff. Some Mag to the Horde Master, so eventually you could get some dragons, which would be cool. Vial Smasher. We have pretty much mostly Outlaws, so every creature is going to be able to deal an extra 1. We do have a Karavec that we're going to try out in here. Lord Skitter, this is also an interesting one. While it's not an Outlaw itself, there are a lot of things using the graveyard right now, and this card's really good for stopping that, as well as giving us extra triggers every turn, so we get those crime things to go off. Of course, we do also have some Laughing Jasper Flint, so we can play extra cards off the opponent's library. Some Shieldred, who, yeah, this isn't an Outlaw, but it's just good in here. And gives us a way to get some life back in weird situations where we have Karavec or whatever. Of course, there's some Ob Nixilis Captive Kingpin. I say of course, this is actually one of the cards we wanted to try out in here, honestly. And I think we're going to end up adding another one, because I think the original list had 2, so I'm going to make a couple of adjustments before we hop into the games. Then we had 2 Gisa the Hellraiser, which is actually pretty sweet. This card's just good if it sticks for more than 1 round. Just getting 3 3s that are hard to block is actually super good. And then another card it played was Rakdos the Muscle. So you have another big creature here, a way to get extra cards from either library, yours or the opponent's. But, you know, hard to kill. So don't hate this at all either. So lots of cool stuff going on here. Oh, I should tell you, you should check out the links below and get one of my Huckleberry shirts, because that'd be cool. You know, that would help out. But also, at the end of the video, if you want to download this and try it for yourself, there's going to be some blue arrows in the description. It'll take you right to it over to my Moxfield link. Go support my sponsor, go set up an account, put your deck list over there, all that good stuff. But now though, let's go see if this version of Outlaws is any good. Alright, let's keep it. Let's see what we can do with it. I don't know if this is going to get us where we're headed, but let's find out. Alright. Let's go ahead and just play this, since we're holding on to some Go for the Throats and cut downs. Don't know that we'll get to kill anything productive. Charming Scoundrel. Alright. And they did not turn it into a 2/2, which is always a bit concerning. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And I'll risk attacking here in the turn. Interesting. Nothing. I'm not gonna lie, this makes me not want to attack. Wow, what do we... Alright, sure. I guess I'm attacking. Whatever. Let's do it. Gonna flash something in here? Oh, sure, yeah, that's fine. I thought it was gonna be worse than that. I don't know what deck plays these 2 cards together, but we're obviously finding out right now. I might just abrade their treasure at the end of their instep if they don't find mana next turn. Alright, I'm going to pass for just a sec. See what they're doing, how badly they want to kill Ob Nixilis. Flashing that in. We don't really care about that. That's fine. They try to put some stuff on it, we can kill it. Guess what? I'm not blocking. Okay. I'm just going to be that person. You're obviously waiting on mana. Try to kill this. Alright, so they don't have anything to protect their stuff either. Interesting. Alright, well. Do we want to blow up a land to protect Ob Nixilis or not? That's going to be the question. The answer is yes. Actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll do it. All right. Cool. Okay, so we have a little bit of an opening here to mess around if we want. We're going to attack. Deciding if I was going to attack with the Restless Vent and see if we could find a land, but I'm just going to end the turn. They're at 10, we're at 17. Don't have much reason to worry about too much here. We take 6? Sure. They're working towards something. I don't know what it is. Alright. That's what we wanted to see. Go ahead and play a Gissa. I guess you know what? That was dumb. I should have just played Rakdos. I forgot he was a 6/5. I thought he was a 5/5. Because being a 6/5, then I can just sack Ob Nixilis to keep Rakdos alive. And that would have been fine. Sure, no blocks. And again, I'd be able to attack in the air here if I really wanted to, but yeah, it's whatever. Alright. Do your duder. Back for 8. Could attack for 10, but that doesn't really make much difference here. And I'd rather be able to kill something that they might be trying to put the Angel Fire Ignition on. Yeah, this deck was strange. I had no idea what I was supposed to be playing around at all during most of this game. Not that it's necessarily bad. I mean, just hadn't seen anything like this before. Oh. Well, as it turns out, apparently putting the opponent at 1 would have been the right play. And it plays Farewell on top of... That's so... Yeah, that's just bad. Now I am saying it's bad. Like, why would you do that, Blastoderm? That's a weird thing here. Alright, you have a dragon. I mean, we can kill it. Yep, because Ward 2? Sure. Yep, we'll just pay all the costs. Yeah, weird. Alright, we're gonna hope this does enough. Man, I need to go first against some of these red decks. Come on now. I mean, at least we got a removal spell, but we don't have much else after that. I would almost like to draw Tiny Bones. Either force them to use removal on it, or be able to block something and play the Duress. Because right now, our turn 3 looks like it's going to be pretty bad. Ooh, but getting to kill a show off doesn't suck. Alright, we're going to pass, and then just see what all the opponent wants to do here. It's usually where they try to juice up the thing and go crazy. Adversary, you got it. No blocks. Alright, we'll kill this. Okay. It's looking somewhat better. Play this. Toss them a card after we... let's duress so we can choose what to get rid of if there is a thing for them. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. That was the worst possible thing. Ugh. Not cool. Okay, we're probably going to have to be trading in Magda here. Man, making him discard the other dude would have been so sweet, making him lose one of those. I should have just went with Tiny Bones. I was just hoping if there was like a burn spells or something, but nah, well. Tough go. Alright, we're at 10. If we do this, we get 2 blockers. We can block one thing. Man, I'm going to go with this. Just for the 2 life option next turn. I feel like this could be too close. And I can't use the treasure to use the Tiny Bones and do any damage, because I need to be able to play Gissa. Be a land. It's Swift Spear. I mean, I guess if there's good news, that's the closest thing to good news, I guess. Alright, we'll block this, because that's the least amount of future damage. Yeah, I guess we still got to do this. And we can't attack, unfortunately. So, any real spell, we're probably dead. Yep, that's probably going to do it. Yep. Because now we can only block 2 dudes on the ground. Opponent, activate your land. Why would you not activate your land? See, this is a win, but with an asterisk, if we end up winning. Because they definitely should have attacked with their creature land there. I mean, they probably still kill us with Slick Shot next turn anyway. Oh, okay, well, maybe not. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then they have to block. But we can't just attack with it. Well, yeah. We can't attack with everything. Because, well, we can attack with this, this, and this. Just those 2. Because if there's a Godric or something, we'd still be in bad shape if they chump block there. It's like, we just don't have an actual quality block. Or a quality attack, I mean. And now we're just hoping they don't draw a Lightning Strike. Anything else, we're good. Yeah. I can't say much. I mean, we've all made mistakes playing, but unless I miss something, I don't think we should have won that one. I think the opponent could have attacked and killed us, but things happen. I'll keep this as an experiment. Why not? Our turn 2 is probably Tiny Bones cut down, but after that, we'll see what we do. Wow, deck 3 Lord Skitter, huh? Okay. Oh, really? Now we're definitely going to need to get our Lord Skitter. This is likely just the Reanimator pile. Or at least that's the only thing we've ever seen play that. Maybe it's not, but I assume that it is. But, you know, what they say about if you assume. Alright, need an untapped land, or these Lord Skaters are going to be looking pretty poor. Yep, so it is one of those Reanimator piles. It's literally the only deck that plays Founding of the Third Path. It's some type of Reanimator. So we need an untapped land so we can play our Lord Skitter and get rid of the Rakdos joins up, is what we would like to do. Because unfortunately, cut downs are pretty pointless in this matchup. I'd like to get that, but we need to get that. Well, Rakdos joins up isn't a problem, so there's more stuff in there to work with. So getting cards that would make it easier for them to fill their yard is probably equally as important. Alright, we did get one, which is what we need. Alright, so what card do we want to get rid of is the question. For me, I think our money's on getting rid of Faithful Mending. Because they can play anything out of the yard, just have to spend the cost on it. Alright, let's get the Faithful Mending, I suppose. Really, the Rakdos joins up is probably what I'm supposed to get, but... Copy any instant or sorcery. They chose to copy Otherworldly Gaze. Not a surprise. Good news is we have a backup Lord Skitter, so hopefully we can keep getting the key parts out and don't have to worry about too much. But the thing is, they're looking for Rakdos joins up alongside the artifact that can copy something. Alright, they're just going to use it now. Fair enough. I mean, we could get their Picklock Prankster, but there's really not a lot going on there to take. Alright. I don't know why I still feel safe taking the Faithful Mending. I'll probably regret that shortly. Take... I don't know. Like, what... I mean, I could get this, but we can't play anything with it? Yeah, alright. Prankster, if I just want to cast something, but we'll decline. I'm just going to play this. If I can take cards from the opponent, it's just as good. Yeah, this game might be won just on the back of Lord Skitter at this rate. Faithful Mending, sure. We need them to not have the Reanimator spell and the artifact here that they can put in the yard. If they do, then I got greedy and it backfired. If not, we might be okay. Looks like they don't, because they're thinking about it really hard here. Actually, technically, I was going to say, you would need a land and the Reanimator thing, and so they would need a lot of parts that aren't there, obviously. Alright, Prankster can block some stuff, but that's fine. Okay, we got Nobuelos away from him. Good. We can... I'm not going to Fading Hope that. That's just silly. Let's just kill it. And we'll get rid of one of these, I guess. Because once they don't have those, a lot of this doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Decline. Fading Hope doesn't do anything. Sure. Alright. Actually, does Abuelos return something? It has to be from your graveyard, right? Yeah. I can say otherwise, maybe I could have got away with using that. I mean, if they got the combo, cool. This will teach me for getting greedy. And not just getting rid of the Rakdos' thingies. Like I should have. I mean, we've also done this with only 3 lands, which is kind of nice, too. But the good news is, currently, okay, we should be okay here then. I say currently we're getting to see 1 card of our own and 2 cards of theirs. Now they can get in a situation where if they had, well, they're at 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would say they'd need 2 Fading Hopes now. But if, well, no, because they're going to gain 2 life. Oh, okay, not good. Now if they have a Fading Hope for our Lord Skitter, I was about to say, we could have been in real trouble. But I think we're okay. If that's a Fading Hope, they could still top deck a Reanimator card to get out of trouble here. Looks like it's not, though. I don't know why I didn't do that during their end step. That was stupid. I should have. And then we'll go ahead and do this for extra, just in case. Alright, cool. Whew. Oh, man. What are we doing with this? I think I have to mulligan that. And that felt really bad. But, you know, you do what you gotta do, I guess. Alright, let's Vince. And then hope we can kill something with the cut down. Because I don't know what kind of life gain deck this is just yet. Okay, this isn't life gain at all. This is more aggro-y creature things. It's actually good to know. Let's go... I imagine they're just going to have creatures, but we can at least confirm. Yep. Alright. They don't have a 3rd land, though. Well, that solves that problem, doesn't it? Okay. Kill this. I feel like I have to be really judicious on what we play when now. If we play this, no matter what it is, we know it's getting removed by a Brutal Cathar, most likely. And then if they found a land, they would have 1, 2, 3, 4, so they wouldn't be able to do that yet. I think I'm just going to go with Magda here. Because it might just be Cathar into Knight Errant to Eos or whatever, but that's fine. And if we get lucky and find a removal card, we could be a little bit tricky. Almost why I played Laughing Jasper so I could get 2 creatures this particular turn, but nah. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yep. I mean, we knew that was coming. Now we need an untap land and or a removal spell. Alright, that's something. Hopefully buys us a turn or more. Unless it's another Cathar, then... Oh, well, they couldn't get rid of it, because we have Ward 2. We are only at 6, I was going to say, so it's not like it was a terrible attack possibility for them. Kind of peculiar that they left back the 2 2/2s instead of using those so they could dig deeper. Very interesting. Alright, no attacks. I was really hoping to find one of our targeted spells there. Would have been great. Would have allowed us to make some zombies or some skeletons. Or no, they're zombies. Alright. Well, this has potential to hurt. Fortunately, we're going to gain 2 life. Come on, deck. We need to be able to kill a thing. Really appreciate you. That doesn't help. Fortunately, we can still play a spell at least. Alright, passing. Yeah, us not even... Ugh, man. We have so many removal spells and couldn't find one. And getting extra bodies here would have been the biggest difference in the world. Alright, GG's. You got it. We're just dead on their attack now. And no, not literally dead on their attack, but like we block Adeline, we block something else, we take a pile and we're less than 5 life, and then we die. Yeah, I guess count me in for keeping it. Not bad enough to throw away. Would like something good to play on turn 2, though. Or maybe a kill spell. Give us some hope for later would be nice. Alright, that's something. Get in there. Unfortunately, I cannot play that, so. If I had one more mana, then maybe. Oh, they're not killing our tiny bones. Ooh. Well, hold up now. We're going to see if our tiny bones gets to attack. Oh, tiny bone's going to die. Okay, fair enough. See if we could kill something and then play tiny bones. That wouldn't be a bad turn. Kill something, play tiny bones. Following turn. Well, that ain't going to be a thing now. So they might want to get a Gissa. But if they get Gissa, we just kill the Deep Cavern Bat and we get the same turn anyway. Oh, weird. They went for that. They must really need their graveyard. Interesting. Okay, I'm in. I mean, I'm your Huckleberry. You suckered me. I mean, maybe it's just like Shieldred here or something, but then I'm attacking with just tiny bones. Alright, Bat. Now you probably have to take Gissa. Yep. Another Bat? Nope, just the Mosswood Dread Knight. Fair enough. This becomes a very interesting thing now. Because if we play this, and this gets to target, we could remove their bat. Because I kind of want to play a Preacher, if we get the chance. Get this sad. Actually, I get rid of the Dread Knight. We attack. I should have left their bat, actually. Okay, opponent's giving up anyway here. I was just realizing there, though, that I should have left the bat. I got greedy thinking I was going to be able to play their Preacher, but my land doesn't line up right. So I should have just left the bat, kill the Dread Knight, attack with everything. If they don't block, then we get to play their bat, get something. If they do block the bat, then fine, we get Gissa back and they take 6, and that's okay too. You know, so either, or actually, they just take 3 because this can't attack yet. But I don't know, weird situation. But opponent scooped anyway, so it's all water under the bridge. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to keep this. Like, we have multicolor lands, mostly black, which is good. That's what most of the cards in the deck are. Okay, there's a Caravex, so if File Smasher dies, we could get some value. That's not what we wanted to see, is it? I guess under the circumstances, we'll go ahead and play a Vial Smasher. It can at least block temporarily. If they just play a land and play, like, Knight Errant, we could at least kill that if we have to. Oh man. Alright, well, is what it is. Good news, they didn't really advance their board too much, so there is that. Ooh, another Vial Smasher. I think we gotta go here. Because we could just as well, like, target something, pay the 2 life, get back a Vial Smasher, and then just play out Nixilis, probably. Yeah, because we'll want to get rid of that duder for sure. That's not cool. Alright, let's kill this. I mean, not that we want to be paying all this extra life against the opponent's deck, but, you know, we do what we got to do. All right, no attacks. Now, they can attack with a bunch here, and then we're stuck just getting to block or take some damage from some bats. But then we can play Ob Nixilis next turn, and it's a little bit better. Oh, they have another case, don't they? Alright, that's fair, I suppose. Alright, all their stuff's going to have more power now. Land isn't terribly what we wanted. I mean, we do like having this and having Kinzen, so hey, let's go ahead and go here. No attacks. I mean, if they just play their hasty dude here, I think we're just dead anyway. Yeah. Alright, GG's. Okay, we have Tiny Bones, Magda, not much else, but that'll have to do. We can't throw this away. And we have plenty of 2 and 3 mana things we can draw into. And plenty of time to get a 4th land for the Shieldred, so we'll see. I think I want to experiment with that other card that like deals 2 damage either to Outlaws or non-Outlaws with Spree. I think I might try that by the end of the video. I feel like there's some cool stuff we could do with that. Now back up, Magda. Alright. Yeah, we got rid of a Goldrick. That's pretty nice. I don't hate that. And they have green mana, so this is not mono red. Interesting. Had they not played that land, I wouldn't have known the difference here. Especially based on what we flipped from their graveyard. They might even waste a burn spell to kill Magda here. I say waste. It's not really a waste. But I think we're just going to go right into Shieldred. I don't think I'm going to mess around trying to, like, get the treasure for... Well, they're going to kill this anyway, and I'm not going to get the option, it looks like. Fair enough. We can live with that, though. Not mad at that at all. Like, she did her job. Get to play this. Alright. Didn't find more land, which would be nice, especially for next turn. The weird part is I don't even know if I want to block here. They're not attacking with both. So, I don't know what that means. Like, maybe they figured they'll play the odds. If I don't block, they can save a giant growth blocking or something. I don't know. Alright, target you. Play this guy. Target you. And then if either of these dies, we can get them back. And Rakdos Joins Up works really well with Vadmir because it's basically already going to have 4 counters. Well, I'll have 3 counters on it. So that saves things. Okay. So why did the opponent not attack last turn with both creatures? Are they just blocking? Alright. You got me, opponent. I mean, you got me seeing Ghost. What you got going on? Alright. That's real. Good news, if they want this, that's going to be the bulk of their turn next turn. Alright, that's fine. That can die. Also ends up being less damage on us because it's 2 less power on the slick shot here. So that's good. They didn't go Questing Druid first, though, which means they have some firepower in hand here. Oh, or maybe not. Really now? All right, let's test the waters. See what's going on. I mean, we have an Abrade we can respond with, so we'll see what's up. Oh, we get to have some fun with this. So then we could target this, which will put a +1 on our Vadmare. Now they could chump trade if they want to. Alright, that feels good. Now, I feel pretty confident. We're at 19 on whatever this is, turn 5, 6. And we're going to be able to get back a thing. Well, the only thing we can get, the Magda. Because unfortunately, Etchings of Commando makes stuff go to exile, which is a whole lot of not fun, but it is what it is. Oh, that's good for later. And we'll replenish some of that treasure right now. And since the opponent's so low, I'm going to wait one more turn to attack so I can have up a go for the throat. In case that last card is some type of pump spell. Well, it looks like they're just going to use it now. I mean, we're at 21, so I mean, I'm kind of in the like whatever's whatever kind of mood, you know? Oh, it's a questing druid. Alright. Well, I mean, I say that. Well, if it had been like a play with fire or something, still would have been a bad attack. But I think we're in good shape now. Yeah, with us holding this go for the throat, doesn't feel too bad. Yep, you got it. Be as aggressive as you want. Oh, that's not even fair. All right, well, both of them are coming in there. I just kind of want to see if they have something. I could get a blocker out of the way now and cost them their whole board, but they're basically forced to block here anyway. All right, those blocks are fine by me. I ain't gonna fight you over them. Kill this guy, though. See how you feel about it. Okay, they have nothing to respond with. That's fine. Alright. We're good to go from here. Because now I can just kill a slick shot and make a dragon. Gold Vein Hydra for 5. That's totally okay. Sure, you got it. I'm going to go to a whole 17. We'll just turn these into a big flyer. And I guess we just attack with everything. Like, no need to wait till their upkeep. Well, this isn't great, but I guess we keep it. I mean, if we can find an untapped land on this first draw and make it a little easier. I guess I'm just going to gamble that we find it. And we get to play the Magda. If not, then hopefully we can kill something with a cut down. Oh, well, we're probably playing against a similar deck here. Yep. Alright. We'll just pass. See what we get to try to kill. You got it. Oh, so they're going skeletons. Interesting. Okay, let's kill this guy. I mean, sadly, I feel like we kind of have to do this. Because we did not draw land, unfortunately. Kind of got our setup. But yeah, that's probably going to be the end of us, but we'll see.
You're telling me what you know about the race.
I mean, I say that. we still have options, right? Draw an untapped land here. Play Obnixilis. Makes our other turns not great. But I think we kind of have to do it. Because we don't have much else going on. Oh, we wasted a Tiny Bones. Which actually would be okay in this fight. If we discard, I'm just getting rid of a cut down, so, you know. Ain't a big amount of sweat off my back. Alright, so they didn't put their miner into play, which means they're going to kill Obnixilis, right? Nope, they wanted to play a Tiny Bones. Oh, and I wasted a cut down there. Sicko. I probably should have just got rid of Rakdos anyway. That's what I get for being greedy.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Alright. They could play our Magda, which would be annoying. Man, if they get our Magda, if they get treasure, like, ugh. Man, there's really nothing I can do here. Just no land is brutal in this situation.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
I'll just have to hope to outrace them or hope they don't top deck well or something here. Yep, you got it. I mean, we're already down to just 8, so this is tough. Yep, you get a Magda, I get pinged. Can they not spend mana, however? Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of surprised they didn't get our Magda. Oh, they just want to make us discard. I mean, it's something we can't cast anyway, so not really relevant, unfortunately. Unless there's a land on top. I don't even know if... Oh, wait. Submit 0. Because we don't even have mana to cast these things. Hey, we found a land. Can we even just not attack here? That's kind of gross. Alright. I mean, we do what we can do. Alright, we're at 6. Maybe you help? Alright, we'll play it. I'm going to... let's see. If I attack 7, they go to 9. We could technically kill them next turn, potentially. Yeah, I think we got to gamble on it. Alright. How close are we to dead this turn? That's the question. Because if they got another... If they just drew this thing, they just kill us anyway. Then we take 3 and they make us take 3. Alright, we got out of that somehow. So in the end, how do we feel about all of this with Outlaws? Truthfully, it was pretty good, but I caught myself... if you notice, through the video, we actually added more Lord's Gitter and took out some other stuff because... I was realizing there's going to be a lot of matchups where Lord's Gitter is just better. Like, there's a bunch of things playing Reanimator type stuff like we saw. But also, if you want to even have any opportunity to beat the Slogurk decks or to beat the lands decks, you know, the Nissa stuff, like, you really do need something like Lord's Gitter, removing key cards from the graveyard every turn and making it a bit harder on them. So, went ahead and went up with those, and it is committing a crime every turn and, you know, contributing that way. Oddly, Tiny Bones doesn't do as much as I thought I was hoping. Other than, you know, being a death touch creature, and a lot of times it just deters the opponent from attacking. But that's kind of it. You know, like, I wasn't huge one way or the other on Tiny Bones, so could give or take. Another card I wanted to take a look at was this thing, Caught in the Crossfire. Could deal 2 damage to each outlaw, which we rarely want to do that with our board, but it could deal 2 damage to each non-outlaw, which is pretty sweet to have like a pseudo sweeper against the like mono white aggro, against the Boros tokens, even sometimes against mono red, like that could work. And it doesn't hurt your stuff. So something I would consider. It's an uncommon if you want to play it. So if you don't have some of these other cards, you could consider adding this in, and I think it's a reasonable choice. Maybe in place of one Jasper, maybe in place of the Obnixilis. I think that could be reasonable too if you want to go that way, because we're down to just one Obnixilis now anyway, so if you want to experiment with that, I think it's totally possible. That's what I would consider. But Rakdos, I think, was a fun experiment being an outlaw, but just didn't really come in handy too often. I think the one time we got it, the game was basically over anyway. Cool that it's a big flyer with trample. Again, I don't hate it, but if you wanted to replace something, probably this, probably the Obnixilis. Finding room for, I don't know, it may be even Tiny Bones, I'm not totally sure, but then finding room for another Shieldred and 2 of these caught in the crossfire. Now, the downside is it doesn't hit planeswalkers or anything, so that sucks, but it's an option if you're worried about those aggro decks being an issue. But otherwise, this list actually played pretty fun. I actually enjoyed it. It had some good long-term game against a couple different things. So yeah, the list we're going to go with: 2 Cut Down, 2 Duress, 4 Tiny Bones, 2 Tiny Bones the Pickpocket. I guess 4 Tiny Bones joins up, to be exact. 3 Go for the Throat, 3 Vadmere, 2 Abrade, 3 Magda, 2 Vial Smasher, 1 Kervek, 4 Lord Skitter, 3 Laughing Jasper, 2 Shieldred, 1 Obnixilis Captive Kingpin, but again, I think you could replace this. 2 Gissa, 1 Rakdos, and again, you could also replace the Rakdos, could add more Shieldred, I think is totally reasonable. And then there's 4 Swamp, Takanuma, Mountain Sakinza, 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 4 Haunted Ridge, 2 Restless Vents, 4 Sulphur Springs, 3 Plaza of Heroes. Now, if you're looking to do something else cool with new cards, we played a deck that has the new Comball, and we had so many different ways to win in that deck, and it was a blast to play. So check that one out if you've been looking for a way to do something fun with Mardu. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.